the next slide is importance of test series. See, the first thing is always you need to make sure that you put yourself in exam like conditions. The reason for this is you will try to feel what the pressure of writing an answer within that time constraint is. You will come across several questions where you will have very less information but how to write a good answer. So all these tricks, all this smartness will only come if you simulate that exam like conditions. So whenever you are taking a test series, be very serious about it. Do not try to write 5 answers in the morning and 5 answers in the evening. Please make sure that you sit for 3 hours, you give that exam like conditions and you write very seriously. That is the first thing. This is very important. The next thing is the completion of the paper. See, before completion of the paper itself was one of the important criteria. Now completion of paper has become a norm. Each and every student who is going into mains, more or less everyone is completing the paper. The reason is the competitiveness is increased and everyone is writing answers now. So you being at that stage cannot come out and tell that I did not complete the paper. Unless you don't know anything about that particular question, then it is fine. But otherwise, please make sure that you always complete the paper. That is why time management before you go to the mains exam, it should come to that ideal limit. Okay. The third thing is again content and presentation. See, when you are writing the tests, you will come across several questions where you don't have many information about it. So the moment you are looking at that question, don't skip that and move to the next one. Always make sure that even if you have very minimal content or even if you don't know the content but can use common sense, try to write the answer using presentation. Okay, with minimal content, with different interlinkages, try to make sure that you use the presentation to make up for the lack of content. See, sometimes students will develop such aptitude that even if there is minimal content, they will try to write an answer by interlinking different things. They are interlinking different things because they don't have exact content of what is being asked. That is from a student's perspective. From an examiner's perspective, it will look like that student has given a multi-dimensional answer. So you should develop a trick to give that impression to the examiner, and that impression will come when you are writing a lot of tests and when you are attempting questions even though you don't have much content in them. So please make sure that you keep trying to compensate this presentation to offset for the lack of content. Okay, that is the third point. And the fourth point I want to make is value addition. See, whatever mains tests that you take and after writing the answer, things getting evaluated, you obviously will get the synopsis. So take that synopsis. Once you read that synopsis, two things will happen. One, people will just read the synopsis and throw it, or people will read the synopsis, mark everything in the synopsis and keep it with them so that they want to revise. Both are wrong strategies. See, you are throwing it because most of the value added material that is there in the synopsis is missing out. So please don't throw it. Okay, people have worked hard in order to create a synopsis. So please make sure that take that particular fodder material that are there in the synopsis. Next is, if you keep filing all the synopsis at the end, let us say that you wrote per paper you have written 10 tests, so you have 40 papers there, 40 synopsis. You cannot revise 40 synopsis in the last 1 week of the exam. Okay, it becomes very hectic, and if you feel that you are revising that way, it is not effective. Okay, so always once after writing that particular test, let us say that you are now reading the synopsis as a solution. After reading the synopsis as a solution, only those things from that particular question which you feel that you want to add, bring those things into your notes. Okay, it may take some time, but bring those things to your notes and then throw the synopsis. So your notes is getting enriched. Okay, so your notes is getting enriched, and in this notes, the more and more you write the test series, the notes keeps adding more and more value. Okay, so at the end you can revise just your notes, and that notes itself will become the final set for you to write the answers for. Okay, so this is the importance of test series. Okay.